What's going on YouTube? It's being me, Rico. I'm back with another video today. I'm back with another more important, serious video today because for y'all that don't know or have seen, believe yesterday is a former UCLA basketball player named Billy Knight has passed away. It was found deceased yesterday in his home, and I think he was in Los Angeles at the time. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but the reason for that is because he was pretty much had mental illness, suicide, depression. Basically, his family, when I read the story, it was due to the fact that he did make a YouTube video titled with his name, and I think it said sorry or forgive me or something like that. I can't remember exactly word for word what the title was of his YouTube video, but in the video I read that he was basically asking for God for forgiveness and stuff, and he was saying that he was dealing with some things that was basically his final goodbye. He was saying basically that was his final goodbye video to his family and friends and stuff, and he was basically telling all the stuff that was going on in his life and stuff, leading to what basically caused his depression and stuff. And then he was saying he had heard voices in his head all the time. He don't know where they came from or anything. He couldn't describe it. He just know he had voices in his head and stuff. And he talked about a lot of stuff with that. And he actually did have family that did try to get him help and stuff, because he was telling it too also that the causing of this stuff going on in his head and all that is he was separating himself from his family, and he didn't know why. He couldn't explain why, but his family saw it as, yeah, you got a problem going on, and they was trying to get him help and stuff. So it wasn't like he didn't have anybody to reach out to or to talk to anybody. It was just that this gay got the what's the word? How do they say it? They got the best of him, pretty much. The mental stuff got the best of him pretty much to the full extent where he couldn't take it no more. So that was his final video, like I said. And I wanted to touch base on that because this is leading on to shedding on more like a mental illness. Pretty much this is no joke, people. As y'all know, mental illnesses is pretty much common now for this generation. Even some of the older generation, like it's a lot of people from the teen years to their adult years that's dealing with this type of stuff: suicide, depression, anxiety, etc. The separating themselves from their family and friends and stuff. And it's sad to actually think about this stuff that's going on in people's heads on a daily, and you just never know sometimes who it might be affecting as well too, because some people are so good at hiding these mental illnesses, but it's like some people that are open with it and they still just don't know how to deal with it. Even they still don't know how to talk to others to get help or get some type of help and all that stuff to deal with it. Sometimes it's hard for people to even tell people that they dealing with this type of stuff, just because it's a very sensitive subject. Like in the way I would put it is, it's kind of hard to really even talk to people about it too, because you don't know what their reaction is going to be. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know how they're going to judge you, etc. Like I said, if y'all recently seen my video that I titled "I Have a Confession" on my channel, I pretty much dealing with some of this stuff as well. Like, I'm good at hiding it because I find things to distract me from my problems and stuff going on, and I try not to let it get the best of me. And I'm always, every day, finding ways to keep myself happy and to not let this get the full advantage of me and stuff, and not letting it fully affect me in a way to where I'm so low, like to the point where I don't know if I want to live anymore type of thing. It's like I never let it got that far to me. It's just I am struggling with depression, anxiety, bipolarness, and some other stuff that's going on with me. It's hard to explain, like I said, to be open about it, talking to people about it, because I'm definitely one of those people that don't try to talk to others about it, because I don't know. I don't like to be judged. I always been that way. I don't like to be judged. I don't like anybody to think a certain way of me and to outcast me as not being a normal average person when I'm very well am. I also had that in my mind that I know I'm accepted and I know I got a support system. If I was to talk about this stuff, it's just me mentally. I don't know how to approach the problem head on. Like, I don't know how to talk to people about it because I'm very weird. Like, socially, I can't really socially talk to others well in conversation. Like, sometimes I can, and depending on the subject that we're talking about, or it's just a basic conversation. Like, sometimes I struggle with basic conversation. Like, the most, like I said, if you have seen a video or haven't, go check it out on my page called I Have a Confession. I can't really socially talk to others that will, like a regular person could. Like, I can't hold conversations that long, depending on what's the topic of this conversation. Unless it's something that I'll fully research and go into detail about, then yeah, I can talk about that. But as far as a simple, how your day going, what you doing, and what all you do today type of thing, or how you feel about this and that type of thing, it's like kind of hard for me to talk and have that conversations, because it's like I know what I want to say, but I have a hard time of actually saying what I want to say to people. So I struggle with that a lot, and it's to the point where it does affect my relationship with my parents and stuff, because I know my dad likes to have that father-son bond, but it's just this stuff is suppressing me from allowing that to happen, because I feel weird. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels weird trying to have a conversation with people to me, because I just don't always keep the conversation going. It's awkward. It's like, it makes it an awkward situation where I'm just saying literally one or two words repeatedly for probably 10 minutes straight. Like, the most you're gonna get from me is a yeah, no, I get okay, or yeah. That's how basically the conversation goes, and I hate it, and I just don't know how to stop doing it. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to explain it. It's awkward. It's weird to me, and I can't explain it. I had that fear of people judging me, and I don't like that. And if y'all hurt my stomach, it's because I'm hungry, probably. But yeah, it's like it's hard to explain that stuff. Like I said, this is a very sensitive situation. People that's dealing with mental illnesses, sometimes they don't know how to deal with it. Like I said, me, I know how to deal with it on my own, but personally, I can't get like to where I can talk to other people. I can talk about it to other people. I can't do it. It's just, it makes me feel weird and awkward and uncomfortable for some reason. I'm always like that. I've been like that for a while now, for years now. People that know me personally know I'm a man of very few words. I rarely speak a lot about anything, but sometimes you'll catch me on a day where I'm talkative a little bit, but at the same time, it's only about shit that I can actually go into detail about, because it's shit that I actually read about or see on TV type shit, like stuff like that. But anything outside of that, I don't know how to hold conversations like that. It's hard for me, and I think that too affects me having friends, and as well as probably being in a relationship. Once I'm in a relationship, though, it's like, it's different. I'm able to talk and stuff. I'm more comfortable, but just me going out talking to people on my own personally, it's hard. It takes a very long time before you finally get a good conversation out of me and stuff. So it does kind of prolong a process of me gaining friends and all that stuff, or a girlfriend, etc. Like I said, it's hard for people to understand me just because I don't let people fully know what's going on and let them in and know me as a person. Like, sometimes you have to be on the outside looking in for you to understand who I am, because you won't personally get that from me in a one-on-one conversation, up close and personal type thing. Like, it's just hard for me to do that. But basically too, like I said, if this video can help people that's like me and Billy Knight and others before us that need help or something, and hopefully this will save lives too, because at the end of the day, this is why I'm making this video. I want to save lives and stuff and prevent any more stuff like this from going on, even though I know it's going to continue. But I at least want to decrease that number of how many times it's been going on around the world, because you never know, like I said, what's going on with people. That's why I never been personally, as a kid, never been the one to just willingly make fun of people or talk about people or be mean to people, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they got going on outside of like school or something. You don't know what they got to face when they go home. You don't know what's their situation when they're home. You don't know if they literally only able to look out for themselves. You don't know if they got to fight every day when they're at home. You don't know if they got to do things just to survive outside of school, and etc. So that's why, like I said, I've never been the one to just fully willingly go out making fun of people and being mean and rude just to be cool and stuff like that, because that's a lot of the days why that stuff be going on as well, picking on people and stuff, is because people want to feel cool and accepted by other people, when that shouldn't be the case at all. That should not define you as a person at all to other people to be cool, etc. You should be yourself. You should be accepted as far as who you are, and not as this person that's just making other people's lives miserable and stuff. Like, it should never be like that. It's not cool. It's not funny. And I really find that lame. And pretty much, like, you deserve, like, if somebody finally punch you in the face or something type thing, like, somebody want to fight you, like, you deserve to meet your match. Like, seriously, like, that shit's not cool. You personally should probably get beat up for it. Like, that's how I feel about that. But like I said, I do want to prevent stuff like this from happening to others, and this is gonna go into what XXX Tentacion was talking about before he died, and the stuff he was doing, because he was doing events and stuff for situations like this to prevent people from taking their own life due to depression and anxiety and all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, we want to see people succeed and the world be full of positive energy. We wanted to see people take full advantage of who they could turn out to be in a good way, and actually make something out of their lives and do way more than what they think they're capable of doing, like, as far as success and achieving a lot in life and moving on in life and getting to where you want to see them be. Pretty much is like, you acknowledge that, you want to acknowledge that there's somebody in this world. Like, you don't never want people to feel like, oh, they're worthless or useless in the world. Like, that's the worst feeling you could ever have in the world, especially if you really, like, say, like, you so caring and loving of your family, like, you want the same feelings and treatment back as well. Like, you want them to know that you are somebody. You want them to know that they're somebody. You want them to know that they're cared for. You want them to know that you support them in everything they're doing. You want them to know you there for them no matter what. Like, you always want to be their support system, man. Two people that's dealing with mental illnesses sometimes don't even have that. So, like I said, that does affect a lot of people that does have mental illnesses, to the point where they do want to take their life because they don't have that support system. Not everybody is blessed to have a family that's close and there for them every single day and able to talk to them about anything. Like I said, but is some people too as well. I'm not gonna say that it's just the people that don't have a support system, but it's people that do have a support system as well. It's just, like I said, like me, they don't know how to get them, like, involved in what's affecting them and what's wrong with them. Like, they don't know how to have them pretty much understand what's going on, because they don't know how to feel about others judging them about how they're feeling and stuff, as far as being suicidal, having depression and stuff. Like, people like us don't want to be judged. It's the worst feeling ever. Makes you feel like you're not worth a lot to them. It's like you feel like you pretty much aren't loved and stuff. But like I said, people struggle to talk about this type of things because it's not easy to talk about. It's not comfortable to talk about, and some people don't know how to go about talking to people and get help about it. So I'm gonna actually too post phone line number, anything that's gonna help people, like I said, because I want to help save lives with this video. And I'll be happy even if I save just one person's life out this whole video. That's my goal for this video, is to at least save a life, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't take your life. It shouldn't get to that point. You should actually do get help if you have to. Like I said, me personally, I know how to cope with this stuff a little bit better than some other people, because I try to distract myself every day and I listen to music and all that stuff. Always find something that's gonna make me feel better every day, and like not let it get the advantage of me and stuff. So I always find something to distract my mind and everything mentally and stuff, and keep it from getting worse and worse and worse. Because at the end of the day, I know what I want to do in my life, and I know that me taking my life is not an option. Like, I don't care how sad I am, depressed I am, or how bad my anxiety and stuff is. That's never going to be an option for me, just because I already set plans and goals to achieve, and not living anymore is not one of them. So yeah, I'm definitely doing whatever I can to keep pushing on, moving forward, and staying strong, because at the end of the day, that's how my parents were. They instilled that in me, to be a strong individual and independent and everything. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm not gonna let nobody down, and I'm definitely not gonna cause that stress or pain onto my family or the little bit of friends I do have. And people, when I say friends, I think of friends differently. I think of friends as brothers and sisters. Those are the people that's really down for me, support me as who I am. Everybody else that I might talk to here and there, I don't consider friends. I just consider them associates, because if we don't talk on a daily, or you don't hit me up from time to time to see how I'm doing, like I would if I was their friend or whatever, then I don't consider you a friend. I consider you as an associate. So I don't use the friend word too freely, but yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But like I said, I just want to use this video to shed more light on mental illnesses, because this stuff is real. It's very uncomfortable conversational topic to talk about to others, especially if you're dealing with it. Like I said, personally, it's hard to get help or to have people understand what's going on with you, because it's not comfortable to talk about it. Like I said, you don't want to be judged, and you don't want to be looked at different or looked at as not being a normal average person like everybody else. Like, that's the worst feeling ever. So if I can help save a life with this video, then I would be very, very happy about it. And I eventually one day want to be able to have a foundation where I can help people that struggle with these mental illnesses and stuff, and get them help, and see more to it in life, that they're actually somebody, and that they can actually achieve something and show to the world that they are somebody. They are somebody that's worth living, and everything, etc. Following that. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. R.I.P to Billy Knight and the others that's unfortunately have passed due to this stuff. Taking their own life and stuff is never the way to go. Just like I said, I gave y'all reasons to live in this video. I'm trying to, like I said, go check out my other video. I have a confession to make. That's what it's called. I have a confession to make, and I even go into more detail on that video as well, about everything, and as far as what you can do to not let suicide be your downfall, pretty much, not to let it end up being what ends your life. I'd rather you live your life to the fullest and go out on natural terms. Like, that's my goal in life, is to live until it's my time to go naturally, like passing naturally. Like, that's the only way I want to lead life, and that's what I want for everybody else too as well, to lead life naturally, not due to self-harm or to somebody else, etc. I want you to be able to lead this world naturally and peacefully. But If you find this video helpful, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do a lot of advice videos. I got more coming out soon, and like I said, I want to help spread awareness to mental illnesses because this thing is very serious, and it's still to the point where people don't know how to deal with it. So suicide is a lot of the times the determining way of people ending their life and stuff. So hopefully this helps save people, and like I said, I'm gonna leave a phone number and probably a website as well in the description box down below and in the comment section for you to get help if you comfortable at talking to a stranger or anybody. But if you got family or friends, I would suggest you try to at least talk to them before you try to talk to a stranger, because the way I feel about it is I'm not even comfortable talking to my family about it, but let alone a stranger, because like I said, I'd rather, if I do talk about it, I'd rather it be my family and friends, aka brothers, sisters, or whatever, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that's gonna be seeing me daily or every day and stuff, and that's gonna be there for me every step of the way. So I'd rather it be them than a stranger. But like I said, if you're somebody that doesn't have that type of connection or support as far as family, friends, then you might want to consider going ahead talking to a stranger about this on his number and website or whatever. And hopefully you find a website where, cause I know it's websites too where they got groups of people that's dealing with the same thing, and they all talk to each other on this website and stuff. So if you got to do that, then I suggest you go on that type of website and talk to others that's dealing with the same things, because that's another way to gain friendships and stuff, and to help deal with y'all problems, well, our problems. Because like I said, I'm a person too that's affected greatly by mental illnesses and stuff, and I don't know how to talk about it to others and stuff. I just know how to cope with it and not let it get the best of me and lead to suicide. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking on and on about cause I know I'm probably getting a little repetitive and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right now. And like I said, R.I.P to Billy Knight. Sad situation, and my condolences to his family and stuff, prayers and all that. And like I said, I know his family and friends did try to help him, but ultimately he saw suicide as his way out, because he still didn't know how to like fully go and get help. Because even when they did bring it to his attention, he already said that he didn't believe that he needed help, but he knew that he needed help, if that makes sense. Like, he knew that he needed help, but he told them he didn't think he needed that type of help. So like I said, hopefully this video saves lives, and I will see you guys later on. Peace.